When you think of good Roblox events, you typically think of older, more passionately made events such as the egg hunts, and that's all I got to be honest. But do you think about things like the hunt, the classic, maybe even the haunt? Firstly, why do all of these start with the and just have a random word correlating to the main idea of the event? Secondly, were any of these events any good and possibly overhated for being too different? Or maybe they really did just suck? Well, that question gets answered today by me. Firstly, let's start with the one that, in my opinion, started the modern Roblox event era, the Hunt. If you don't know, the Hunt was a Roblox event that was active from March 15th to March 30th, 2024. This event was the first of its kind as it was the first event to have the game that the events would take place in just be a hub to join other games that were a part of the event. This game looks very modern and corporate compared to the other events in the past, which at the time was quite the change of pace compared to all the other events. So that's probably one of the reasons why people didn't like this event too much. In order to complete the event, you would have to play 100 different games. This event was really huge. In each game, you'd have to complete the mission the game offers you, like beat the secret boss, for example. After completing the mission from whatever game you're playing, you'll get a badge. On their own, they don't do much. Once you get a few, you can get some exclusive avatar items. The items you could get were included the Vault Hollow Compass, the Staff of the Vault Explorer, the Vault's Explorer Wings, the Vault Explorer's Cowl, the Vault Explorer's Crown, and the coolest to flex of them all, the Infinite Egg. All of these items honestly weren't half bad, but the games you had to play to obtain them were awful. No Roblox, I do not want to play Blox Fruits for 5 hours to get a dumb badge, or play Bed Wars in Roblox. I feel like the selection of games was probably one of the other reasons that this event sucked, and that was probably one of the reasons why it ruined it for me and probably a bunch of other people. Since most of these games prioritized money over anything. But trust me, it won't get too much better getting forward. Except this one event.
Roblox. Shirts and shirts and shirts.
The Classic was the next event coming to Roblox shortly after the Hunt, being active between May 23rd to May 28th of 2024. This event was based on old Roblox back when it was cool to play Roblox, which was honestly quite surprising to me and other people considering how badly Roblox was pushing to be a metaverse-like game. The hub for this one was similar to the Hunt, but this time something had changed. There was actually stuff you could do in the hub, and there was a currency specifically made for the hub? Yeah, so unlike the Hunt, which only had one currency for getting the items, this event had two. One was just the Hunt's currency but retro, saying it was also just used for getting avatar items. The other one was ticks. This wouldn't be used to gain avatar items, but was instead used to gain gears in the hub. These would range from a Bloxy Cola to a dog, for some reason. Whatever. These items were pretty fun to use, at least I think they were, because I didn't actually play this one. I actually have a towards this event since I wanted one of these avatar items really badly. I was playing it after the event had ended, which meant I couldn't ever obtain the item I oh so badly wanted. Speaking of avatar items, ones you could get from this event were the Ancient Deity Shaw, the Empyrean Reign of Awesomeness, the Agonizingly Happy Bucket, and finally the Cleos Erebus. These names are really bizarre, okay? I'm sorry if I can't pronounce them too well. Oh yeah, I should probably mention that in each event, there was a premium track, so if you were to spend a pretty big amount of Robux, you could get the same avatar items, but golden. I don't think anyone really bought them, except the most unemployed people on this planet, but I just thought I would like to mention that. The next event I'll be talking about is the Haunt. Now, similar to the classic, I hadn't played it, but this one I've never even tried out in the first place because it looked really boring, and I was honestly probably right. From what I know, you were supposed to take pictures of yourself in games and show them off or something in different categories. I think you were supposed to win? I don't know, I'll let editor me figure that one out. I'm not really sure, but that alone should probably make you know why I didn't think I would like this event. The items you could get in this event were, oh my god, that is a lot of items. Well, I guess someone has to tell you, dear viewer. The Golem of Decay, King of the Deceased, Dark Raven, Wraith like Raven, Void Vampire's Hat, Elite Horned Vampire's Hat, Vampire Kitty, Cursed Vampire Kitty, Malevolent Abomination Egg Parasite, Malevolent Abomination Spider, Orange Ghost Horns, Cursed Camera, Sinister Zombie Teddy Bear, Layered Halloween Necklace, Cruel Duality Mask, Skeleton Spider Pals, Cutesy Halloween Bat Aura Waist Bow, and finally the Evil Pumpkin and Friendly Skelly. Phew! That was a mouthful. 18 items. This part took up way too much of the script. The next event I'll be talking about is I'm not doing the Winter Spotlight. I refuse to elaborate. I'm not doing the Winter Spotlight. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not doing it. With almost all of the events from 2024 covered, I think it's time we move on to 2025. If you were the big boss man at Roblox and you are told to make an event that the community will love, what would you think to do? I'm certain that all of you would have looked at the Hunt of 2024 and said, oh yeah, that's the Roblox event we bring back. The Hunt Mega Edition was the next event to come, and it certainly wasn't highly demanded or wanted, and for something with Mega in its name, it was honestly way more underwhelming for quite a few reasons. Firstly, it wasn't a new event, and it was just a sequel to a semi-successful event of theirs. The only reason it was successful is because there was a huge drought in, big events. Secondly, it wasn't anything new, as Roblox was just continuing the chain of events for a long time, so nothing about this one stood out at all. Also, notice how I haven't mentioned its rewards or the time it was active? Yeah, that's because this event is really just filler, and I'd rather get over this one quickly to prepare for one of, if not the worst events in Roblox history. I don't care what anyone says. There's 0 Hunt Mega Edition fans out there, so it does not matter. The Hatch. Oh boy, the Hatch. Do I have a lot to say about this one. The Hatch is very notorious for being a very awful event for many reasons, but first, let's go over the details. The Hatch was active between July 2nd and July 12th, 2025, and it was Roblox's way of bringing back the classic egg hunts with a new modern coat of paint. I'm assuming that they thought just slapping eggs onto the hunt would attract the Roblox players' monkey brains, but they somehow messed it up so badly that not even Baby Billy would play it. Firstly, the biggest controversy was definitely the inclusion of the Roblox developer Teddy. If you don't know, he basically did a lot of questionable stuff on Roblox, a lot of 18 plus stuff, and to say the least, he was a pretty disgusting person. The worst part about this whole situation was that he wasn't banned immediately from the event, and that's utterly disgusting of Roblox to keep such an awful person on their event until the community complained about it enough. It was a very weird time, to be honest. Next major problem was the use of AI to create the textures of the eggs, and probably even more. Not 100% sure if this is true though, so I'll let editor me figure this one out, because I am lazy. final reason this event was hated was due to how high the standards were set by the previous egg hunts, except 2020. So when this one was mid at best, it just got overshadowed by the other, more enjoyable egg hunts. Surprisingly, Roblox didn't stop making events after this catastrophic failure of the hatch. Next important events to come were the Takeover and the Halloween Spotlight. The Takeover was a Roblox event active from September 12th to September 22nd, 2025. From what I know, this event was a team-styled event with a little dash of the Hunts formula. In the hub, there are 4 main districts: Strat University, Adrenaline Heights, Artist Alley, and Competition Park. In each district, there were fun little minigame competitions that you could participate in by yourself or with a team. By winning, you could earn creds. If you completed the minigame by yourself, you get solo creds, and if you completed with a team, you'd get crew creds. With these, you could get... Actually, I'll just let you figure it out yourself. It should be obvious by this point. Did you guess it? You could get avatar items! Woo! Who could have guessed? The items you could get were... Oh my god, no. I'm not reciting all of these items. What? I'm really sorry, but I'm not doing that. I'll just show you visually. The final important event of 2025 was the Halloween Spotlight. This event was active from October 23rd to November 3rd, 2025. Just like literally every other event these past 1 year, never mind. The hub had a selection of games chosen by Roblox, and you go play them and complete the mission to earn avatar items. Woohoo! Just like the Takeover, there are way too many items to write down and say, so I'll just show you visually. The one thing that was unique about this event was the use of separate paths to unlock avatar items. You unlock paths by collecting runes and keys, which are obtained by completing the quests in the games participating in the events. The event must have been more niche, as I've never heard anyone talk about this one, but from the looks of it, it doesn't seem half bad, I guess. Whew. That was a lot, but now it's time to answer the main question I've been meaning to answer since the start of this video. Were any of these events actually good and underrated, or were they really just that bad? Well, if we were to compare them to these other past events, I would say the best ones of the modern era, like the classic, would be mediocre compared to other events of the past. But if we were to compare the modern events with each other, I would say some of them weren't actually half bad and maybe even good. Classic and the Takeover are good examples of what a good event should be, and ones like the Hunt, Mega Edition, and the Hatch are examples of what not to do for an event. I do believe that they weren't overhated and are just that bad, most of them at least, but in the end of the day, all of this is subjective, so... all this information given to you, I believe you should form your very own opinion and decide the answer. Thank you for watching the video, and if you made it this far, consider subscribing. If more of these types of videos do well, I'll definitely be happy to make more. Have a good day, human beings.